This week, Washington Commanders owner Dan Snyder has agreed in principle to sell the team for $6 billion. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to fill you in on all the details we know as of right now. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. So, Dan Snyder, one of the worst owners in the history of professional sports, one of the most hated owners in recent memory, and inarguably one of the worst businessmen to ever exist in the world, at least, of professional sports. It looks like the Dan Snyder era in Washington, Landover, Maryland, wherever you want to call it, is over. Because as Ian Rappaport reported today, Dan Snyder has agreed in principle to sell the team to Josh Harris of Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment. Some of you might know Josh Harris if you're a fan of the Philadelphia 76ers or the New Jersey Devils in the NHL. You might remember his name because he, in fact, also owns your team. So, Josh Harris, this is a guy who has a lot of experience running franchises, and I think running them relatively successfully. Granted, the 76ers have not won a championship yet under him, but they're a pretty damn good football team. New Jersey Devils getting a lot better recently too. And then he's also a minority owner in the Pittsburgh Steelers. That likely is going to end because of this, because the NFL does not allow you to be a minority owner of another team and also be the majority owner of, another team as well. So that is likely going to end pretty soon as well. Assuming the sale officially goes through, while they have agreed to a deal in principle, the terms have to be sent to the NFL as well, and then you have to get the sign-off of 24 of the league's 32 owners. The owners are scheduled to meet in Minneapolis for the spring meetings in May, so look for that to be the time where this sale officially goes through and for the NFL officially signs off, and Dan Snyder's is just finally gone from all of our collective memory. Just breathe a sigh of relief. I'm breathing a sigh of relief right now knowing that the NFL is better off without him, because Dan Snyder, for so many reasons that I can get into right now if y'all really want to. I can get into why he's one of the worst owners in the history of sports. This dude, not only did this scandal, this misconduct, abuse scandal take place while he was the owner, and you would think at least that he would have the ability to see what was going on, to at least be aware of what was going on. He either was so oblivious to all of it and so incompetent as an owner that he never saw anything, or in fact, he was complicit in it by letting it happen and letting his executives that he hired run an absolutely terrifying show over there in Washington. And beyond that, we know the stuff, the rumors, the allegations that he paid Native American or allegedly Native Americans to try to give positive PR for the name. There's a lot of other stuff that I'm not going to get into. It's just a lot of grimy, stupid, scummy stuff that he has been around or involved in, including congressional investigations for trying to hide income and all that stuff. You guys want to learn about that? You guys can go check out my video about that in the archives, youtube.com/Real Take Sports. But here's what I'll say. For all of that to happen, and for just now in 2023 for us to be like, we're finally getting rid of him, the NFL should have stepped in a long-ass time ago to stop this, to stop him from being owner, because he is genuinely one of the worst people, at least from the outside looking in. He's one of the worst people that there is out there running a franchise. Like, not only was he allegedly a terrible person, an incompetent businessman, and arguably a thief, arguably. No, I'm not making that argument. Some people do. But on top of that, it looks like, on top of it all, he just wasn't liked around the league because now you got the rumors of all these other teams saying that Dan Snyder, man, they hate Dan Snyder. Jim Irsay, it wasn't either one. Jim Irsay was the one who came out and said, like, yeah, he's not really well liked, but here we are. So here we are. Snyder's gone. In comes a group led by Josh Harris of the Philadelphia 76ers. Also in that group, I might add, is one Magic Johnson, NBA Hall of Famer Magic Johnson, and of course, businessman Mitchell Rales, who I will not give any publicity to at this time. But this is a big move for the NFL, not only because, you're getting the change of owners, but also this is the biggest sale that the NFL has ever had as far as the franchise goes. $6.05 billion for a rinky-dink operation like the Washington Commanders. Imagine what some of these other teams would go for. Imagine if today the Jerry Jones said, well, Jason Garrett's like a son to me, but I don't think I can do this no more. And then you got his son, his actual son on the side, being like, what was that, Dad? I'm going to sell the team. We're going to make me $10 billion. That is a genuine attempt to sound like Jerry Jones. Nevertheless, I'm just saying, imagine what some of these other teams are going to go for if the Commanders are going for $6 billion. I like the limit. You're going to see a lot of owners after this say, just kind of think to themselves, like, damn. How many zeros is that? Like, some of these owners are like going to triple their net worth just by selling the team. It's crazy. And a lot of them bought the teams for like, pennies comparatively. So it's going to be interesting. But 24 years, I want to point this out. I'm just going to use this entire time to absolutely drive whatever's left of Dan Snyder's legacy right into the dirt. 24 seasons, this dude was the owner of the Washington Commanders. In those 24 seasons, he had an overall record, or the Commanders, I should say, had an overall record of 164 and 220. A 164 to 220. Two ties as well, but 164 wins, 220 losses, and 2 ties. And in those 24 seasons, people, 24 seasons, 6 playoff berths. 6. My goodness. That is a ringing endorsement of Dan Snyder, isn't it? That's a ringing endorsement. I mean, look, and I know a lot of people are going to point to the fact that, well, he's selling the team for $6 billion, so who's really like a bad businessman? I'm like, bro, he bought an NFL team. You buy an NFL team, you're going to make money. You're going to get a bag for it. That's just what happens. You wait 20 years after you buy an NFL team, that thing's got, everything goes up. Like merchandise always goes up every single year. Every time they renegotiate their TV deals, the rights deals always go up. Like, you're going to make money if you wait it out for 10, 15 years. That's just what happens. So don't come to me like, oh, well, he's a great businessman. Look at what he did. Like, no, I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear that crap, especially after what the Washington Post came out with about this guy and his organization and his team. Like, you ain't gonna hear nothing defending this dude from me. Nothing. All right, why should I too? Why should I defend a billionaire who just made $6 billion? Almost. Still got to go final, and the NFL's got to vote on it, whatever. But damn well the owners are gonna be like, hey, we got a chance to get rid of Dan Snyder. Bye. Yeah, it's like sayonara, bro. Ain't nobody want to be around Dan. Could you imagine being around Dan Snyder? Those owners be like, oh my god, like, think about some of the owners. You got Stan Kroenke, like this. I'm not gonna get into it because I ain't trying to get sued. Do. All right, cool. Anyway, great day if you're a Washington Commanders fan. Great day if you're an NFL fan. Apparently, a great day if you're Dan Snyder too, because you just made $6 billion or whatever. But I don't care. Football is better because of this. Now, of course, there are other concerns going on. I will talk about Magic Johnson's, that's not a concern, but I will talk about other concerns about the sale in a later video at a later time. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about the sale? What do you guys think about Dan Snyder finally being gone from the world of professional football? Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't already done so, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released.